50 Best Places for Visiting in the USA. The United States of America is a country of incredible diversity, where everyone will find something for himself. From magnificent natural parks and exciting mountain landscapes to bright megacities and historical attractions, the United States offers endless opportunities for travel and discoveries. This list contains 50 best places that should be visited to feel all the beauty and uniqueness of this country. Ready to go on an exciting journey? Then we start. First, Grand Canyon, Arizona. Grand Canyon is one of the most famous natural wonders of the world located in Arizona. This is a huge canyon carved by the Colorado River over millions of years, stretching 446 kilometers in length, up to 29 kilometers wide, and reaching a depth of more than 1.8 kilometers. The main points for visiting: Southern Territory, South Rim, the most popular and affordable area for tourists. There are viewing platforms such as Mather Point, Yavapai Point, and Desert View Watchtower, where amazing canyon views open. North Rim, a more quiet and less visited place, open only from May to October. Here is the level of vegetation and a cooler climate. Skywalk, Grand Canyon Skywalk, a glass bridge in the form of a horseshoe located on the territory of the Havasupai Reservation. He hangs over the canyon at an altitude of 1,200 meters, offering exciting species, campaigns, and tracking. Popular routes include the Bright Angel Trail and South Kaibab Trail Path, which lead to the bottom of the canyon. For experienced tourists, there are multi-day trips with an overnight stay in campsites. Alloy on the Colorado River, an extreme adventure for adrenaline lovers. Alloy can last from 1 day to several weeks. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is spring, April, May, and autumn, September, October, when the weather is comfortable and the crowds of tourists are less. In the summer, June, August, it can be very hot, especially at the bottom of the canyon. So take enough water and protect yourself from the sun. In winter, December, February, the southern region remains open, but snow and cold is possible. Interesting facts. The Grand Canyon is an object of the UNESCO World Heritage. The age of the canyon is estimated at 5 to 6 million years, but some breeds at its bottom have an age of more than 2 billion years. Unique species of plants and animals live here, including California condors, which were saved from extinction. Second, Yellowstone National Park, Vaming. Yellowstone National Park is the world's first national park, founded in 1872. It is located on the territory of the states of Vaming, Montana, and Idaho, and is known for its geothermal miracles, wildlife, and amazing landscapes. The main points for visiting: geysers and hot springs. Old Faithful, the most famous geyser in the world, erupting every 60 to 90 minutes. Grand Prismatic Spring, the largest hot source in the United States, known for its bright colors resembling a rainbow. Geyser Basin Norris, the hottest and most active geothermal district of the park. Canyon Yellowstone and Waterfall. Yellowstone Falls Waterfall, a two-tier waterfall with a height of 94 and 308 meters, surrounded by picturesque cliffs. The observation sites Artist Point and the Inspiration Point. From here, the best types of canyon and waterfall are opened. Wildlife. Lamar Valley. Lamar Valley, the best place to observe wolves, bison, grizzly bears, and moose. Mammoth Hot Springs. Mammoth Hot Springs' unique limestone terraces, where you can often see deer wapiti. Yellowstone Lake, the largest high mountain lake in North America, ideal for fishing, kayaking, and walking. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from May to September, when all roads are open and all attractions are available. In winter, the park is partially open, and you can enjoy skiing, snowmobiles, and observation of wildlife. Take warm clothes with you, as the weather in the park can change very quickly. Interesting facts. Yellowstone is located on the top of a supervolcano, which is one of the largest in the world. More than 60 species of mammals live in the park, including the largest bison population in North America. There are more than 10,000 geothermal objects, including geysers, hot springs, and mud boilers. Third, New York. New York. New York is one of the most famous cities in the world, known as a Big Apple. This is a cultural, financial, and tourist center of the United States, where everyone will find something for himself. The main points for visiting: Freedom Statue in Ellis Island, a symbol of freedom and democracy, donated by France in 1886. You can climb the crown of the statues or visit the museum on the island of Ellis, which tells the history of immigration in the United States. Central Park, a huge park in the center of Manhattan, where you can ride a bicycle, arrange a picnic, visit a zoo, or just take a walk along the picturesque paths. Times Square, the bright and noisy heart of New York, known for its neon signs, Broadway shows, and the atmosphere of the eternal holiday. Empire Promoting, the legendary skyscraper from which an amazing view of the city opens. It is especially beautiful here at sunset. Metropolitan Muses, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, one of the largest art museums in the world, where works of art from antiquity to modernity are represented. Broadway, the world place of theatrical art. Be sure to look at the musical or performance if you like the theater. Brooklyn Bridge, the historical bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. A walk along the bridge offers magnificent views of the city. Museum of Modern Art, MoMA. Here are the masterpieces of contemporary art, including the work of Van Gogh, Picasso, and Warhol. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is spring, April, May, and autumn, September, October, when the weather is comfortable and there are fewer tourists than in summer. Use the metro to quickly and conveniently move around the city. Do not forget to try New York pizza and beagles. These are local culinary symbols. Interesting facts. New York consists of 5 areas: Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, and Staten Island. The Central Park is more than the Principality of Monaco. In New York, they speak more than 800 languages, which makes it the most linguistic city in the world. Hawaii, Maui, and Kauai Islands. Hawaii is a tropical paradise consisting of 8 main islands. The islands of Maui and Kauai are one of the most picturesque and popular for tourism. Island Maui, Road to Kana, Road to Hana, a winding road with more than 600 turns and 50 bridges leading through tropical forests, waterfalls, and black sandy beaches. Error 500, server error. 1500. That's an error. There was an error. Please try again later. That's all we know. Volcano Haleakala, a sleeping volcano on the top of which you can climb to meet the dawn. The view from a height of 3,000 meters above sea level is breathtaking. Maui beaches. Error 500, server error. 1500. That's an error. There was an error. Please try again later. That's all we know. Error 500, server error. 1500. That's an error. There was an error. Please try again later. That's all we know. Lahaina, historical city with colonial architecture, restaurants, and shops. Здесь также можно отправиться на экскурсию для наблюдения за китами с декабря по апрель. Kauai Island, Canyon Waimea Canyon. Called the Grand Canyon of the Pacific Ocean, he offers amazing views of red cliffs and green valleys. The coast on Pali Coast, one of the most beautiful places in Hawaii. Available only by sea, by boat or kayak, or through the Kalalau Trail walking route. Hanalei Bay Beach, a picturesque beach with a view of waterfalls and mountains. The perfect place for surfing and rest. Trapaspot Horn, Spouting Horn, a natural fountain created by waves that pass through lava pipes. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from April to October, when there are less rains. On Maui, rent a car to explore the island yourself. At Kauai, be sure to take a tour of the boat along the coast on Pali. Interesting facts. Maui is called the Island of the Dolan because of its diverse landscape. Kauai is the oldest of the Hawaiian Islands. Its age is about 6 million years old. Many films were shot at the Kauai, including the Jurassic Park and King Kong. Ready to continue? Say next, and I will talk about the next point. Smiling face with smiling eyes. Next, Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles is the second largest city in the United States. Known as the world capital of the film industry, beaches, and sunny weather. This city offers endless opportunities for entertainment, shopping, and cultural recreation. The The main points for visiting: Hollywood, Alley of Glory. Hollywood Walk of Fame, more than 2,600 stars with celebrity names built into the sidewalk. Hollywood sign, the legendary symbol of the film industry. The best species are open with Griffith Observatory. Theater, Chinese Theater, TCL. TCL, Chinese Theater, known for its prints of the arms and legs of celebrities. Griffith Observatory, Griffith. Free museum with exhibits about space and planets. From here is an amazing view of Los Angeles and the Hollywood sign. Los Angeles beaches. Santa Monica Beach, a popular beach with a pier, an amusement park, and many restaurants. Venice Beach is known for its bohemian atmosphere, street artists, and a channel resembling Venice. Malibu. Malibu, an elite beach with picturesque views and the ability to engage in surfing. Los Angeles County Museum of Arts. LACMA, the largest art museum on the western coast, known for the installation of urban light, rows of old street lamps. Disneyland. Disneyland, the legendary entertainment park in Anaheim, an hour drive from Los Angeles. An ideal place for family holidays. Beverly Hills, the area of luxurious villas, boutiques, and the famous Rodeo Drive. Streets with the most expensive shops. Getty Center Museum, free museum with a collection of works of art, gardens, and a panoramic view of the city. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from March to May and from September to November, when the weather is comfortable and there are fewer tourists. Rent a car, since the city is huge and public transport is not always convenient. Do not forget to try local dishes, such as trains, street, and California rolls. Interesting facts. Los Angeles is the only city in the world where the Olympic Games, 1932 and 1984, twice. Los Angeles has more than 300 sunny days a year. The Hollywood sign was originally an advertisement for the residential complex and was called Hollywoodland. Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas is a world capital of entertainment, gambling, and bright shows. This city, located in the Nevada desert, is known for its luxurious hotels, a casino, and an atmosphere of an eternal holiday. The main points for visiting. Comic, Las Vegas Strip, the main street of Las Vegas, where the most famous hotels, casinos, and attractions are concentrated. Bellagio, known for its fountains which dance to the music. Caesar's Palace, a luxurious hotel with a thematic decor in the style of ancient Rome. The Venetian, hotel with channels and gondolas recreating the atmosphere of Venice. Paris, Las Vegas. Here you can see a reduced copy of the Eiffel Tower. Fremont Street. The historical part of the city with bright neon signs, street artists, and light shows on a huge screen. Show and entertainment. Cirque du Soleil. Famous circus performances that take place in several hotels. Concerts and performances. Las Vegas attracts world stars, such as Celine Dion, Elton John, and Lady Gaga. Magic and comedy. Show David Copperfield and Penn and Teller. High roller. The highest wheel of review in the world, 167 meters, from which an amazing view of the city opens. Grand Canyon. Many tourists combine a visit to Las Vegas with a tour of the Grand Canyon, which is a few hours of driving. Restaurants and culinary impressions. Las Vegas is famous for its restaurants, including the establishments of famous chefs such as Gordon Ramsay and Zoe Robuchon. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is spring, March, May, and autumn, September, November, when the weather is comfortable. In the summer, June, August, it can be very hot with temperatures above 40 degrees Celsius. Take comfortable shoes with you, as strip walks can be long. Interesting facts. Las Vegas is called a city of sins because of its atmosphere of permissiveness. The city has more than 150,000 hotel rooms, which makes it one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world. The Las Vegas Casino does not have windows and hours for visitors to forget about the time. Yosemite National Park, California. Yosemite National Park is one of the most beautiful and famous natural places in the United States. Located in the mountains of Sierra Nevada in California, he is famous for its granite cliffs, waterfalls, giant sequoia, and diversity of wildlife. The main points for visiting. The Yosemite Valley. the heart of the park, where the main attractions are concentrated. El Capitan. El Capitan, a huge granite rock, popular among climbers. Half Dome, one of the symbols of the park. Rise to the top requires permission and good physical preparation. Yosemite Waterfalls. Yosemite Falls, one of the highest waterfalls in North America, 739 meters. Bridal Veil Fall, an easily accessible waterfall, which can often be seen from the road. Glacier Point, a observation deck with an amazing view of the Yosemite Valley, Half Dome, and waterfalls. Mariposa Grove, grove of the giant sequoias, including the famous grizzly giant tree, Grizzly Giant. Tuolumne Meadows, Highland Meadows, ideal for hiking and observing wildlife. Lake Mirror Lake, a small lake that reflects the surrounding rocks, especially beautiful in the spring when filled with water. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from May to September, when all roads are open and all paths are available. In winter, December, February, part of the park is closed, but the Yosemite Valley is available and you can enjoy winter landscapes. Take water, comfortable shoes, and a card with you, as mobile communications in the park may be absent. Interesting facts. Yosemite became a national park in 1890 thanks to the efforts of naturalist John Muir. The park occupies an area of more than 3,000 square kilometers, but most tourists visit only the Yosemite Valley. More than 400 species of animals live here, including black bears, deer mulm, and pum. Chicago, Illinois. Chicago is the third largest city in the United States, located on the shores of Lake Michigan. He is known for his impressive architecture, rich cultural life, and culinary traditions. The main points for visiting. Willis Tower, one of the highest skyscrapers in the Western Hemisphere. On the Skydeck viewing platform, you could be on a glass balcony, the ledge, and enjoy the view of the city from a height of 412 meters. Millennium Park, Cloud Gate, the Bean, the famous sculpture of stainless steel reflecting the city landscape. J. Protzker Pavilion, open concert hall with unique acoustics. Crown Phonie, interactive fountain with video processes of people and the inhabitants of Chicago. Navy Pier, a popular place to relax with attractions, restaurants, and a review wheel. From here, cruises to Lake Michigan are also departed from here. Museum Campus, Field Museum of Natural History. Field Museum here is Sioux, the largest and most complete skeleton of the Tyrannosaurus. Set Aquarium, one of the largest aquariums in the world. Adler Planetarium, the oldest planetarium in the Western Hemisphere. Architectural cruises, a boat trip along the Chicago River to find out about the famous skyscrapers and the history of the city's architecture. Magnificent Mile, shopping area with luxurious boutiques, restaurants, and hotels. Chicago Institute of Arts, Art Institute of Chicago, one of the best art museums in the world where masterpieces are stored, such as the American Gothic of Grant Wood and the work of Impressionists. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from May to October, when the weather is comfortable and many festivals are held in the city. Use a public transport system, CTA, to easily move around the city. Try Chicago pizza with a thick layer of filling and hot dogs with a full set of toppings. Interesting facts. Chicago is called a city of winds because of strong winds from Lake Michigan. The world's first skyscraper was built here. Home Insurance Building, 1885. Chicago is the birthplace of jazz and blues, as well as a place where the modern style of improvisational comedy has appeared. Miami, Florida. Miami is a bright, sunny city in the southeast of Florida, known for its beaches, nightlife, and cultural variety. This is a place where Latin American culture, tropical atmosphere, and modern urbanism are combined. The main points for visiting. South Beach, the most famous Miami beach with white sand and turquoise water. There's also an Art Deco area with bright buildings of the 1930s. Ocean Drive, a street with restaurants, bars, and clubs where nightlife boils. Little Havana, the Cubanski Quarter, where you can try traditional dishes, such as Pastelitos and Coffee Cabano, as well as watch the game in Domino in Max Gomez Park. Biscayne Bay, an ideal place for water entertainment, skiing on yachts, kayaking, and snorkeling. Virginia Key and Key Biscayne Islands, great places for beach holidays and walking in nature. Everglades National Park, located an hour's drive from Miami. Here you can go on an excursion in an airboat to see alligators and a unique ecosystem. Design District, the area with boutiques, art galleries, and restaurants. Here is also the Institute of Contemporary Art Museum. Miami Beach, a separate city connected to Miami bridges. There are luxurious hotels, such as Fontainebleau and Eden Rock. Zoo Miami, one of the largest zoos in the United States, where more than 3,000 animals live. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from November to April, when the weather is dry and comfortable. In the summer, June, September, it can be hot and humid, and hurricanes are also possible. Rent a car to easily move between attractions. Interesting facts. Miami is called a gate to Latin America because of a large number of immigrants from the countries of the Caribbean and South America. There are more than 800 parks and 33 kilometers of beaches in Miami. The city is one of the world centers of cruise tourism, with a port that serves millions of passengers annually. New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans is a unique city in the south of the United States, known for its rich culture, music, cuisine, and atmosphere of the holiday. Located on the banks of the Mississippi River, it combines French, Spanish, African, and Caribbean influences. The main points for visiting. French Quarter, the historical center of the city with narrow streets, balconies with forged lattices, and a bright atmosphere. Bourbon Street, the heart of nightlife with bars, clubs, and live music. St. Louis Cathedral, one of the characters of the city, located on Jackson Square. Music and jazz. Presley Hall, a legendary place where you can hear the authentic New Orleans jazz. Festivals. The New Orleans is famous for its holidays, including Mardi Gras and the New Orleans Jazz Festival. Culinary impressions. Try local dishes such as gambo, jambalaya, po' boy, seafood sandwich, and beignet donuts. Café du Monde, the famous cafe where coffee with chicory and fresh beignet is served. Gardens and parks. Audubon Park, a beautiful park with oaks covered with Spanish moss, and zoo. The Besthoff Sculpture Garden, Sydney and Valda Besthoff Sculpture Garden, a unique place with modern sculptures among nature. Museums. The National Museum of World War II. The National World War II Museum, one of the best museums dedicated to the history of war. New Orleans Museum of Art. New Orleans Museum of Art, the largest art museum in the region. Cemeteries and mysticism. Cemetery St. Louis No. 1. St. Louis Cemetery No. 1, burial place of the famous Queen Voodoo Maria Laveau. Ghost tours. Popular excursions telling about the mystical side of the city. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from February to May, when festivals are held and the weather is comfortable. In the summer, June, August, it can be very hot and humid. Wear comfortable shoes, as many streets are paved with cobblestone. Interesting facts. The New Orleans was founded in 1718 by the French and named after the Duke of Orleans. The city is located below the sea level and is protected by a system of dams and pumps. The New Orleans is considered the birthplace of jazz and the place where the style of music blues was born. San Francisco, California. San Francisco is one of the most picturesque and culturally rich cities in the United States. Located on the hills of Northern California, it is known for its famous bridges, various regions, and an innovative spirit. The main points for visiting. Golden Gate Bridge. The legendary bridge, a symbol of San Francisco. The best species open from the Golden Gate viewpoint in Presidio Park. Alcatraz Island. Former prison on an island where you can get on a ferry. A prison tour tells about her famous prisoners, such as Al Capone. Fisherman's Wharf area. Tourist district with restaurants of seafood, street artists, and attractions. Pier 39. Pier 39 here, you can see sea lions resting on the pier. Chinatown, Chinatown, one of the largest Chinese quarters outside Asia. Here you could try an authentic kitchen and visit traditional stores. Cable trams, cable cars, the historical mode of transport, which is still used in the city. The routes pass through the hills and offer exciting views. Castro District area, the center of the LGBT community with a bright atmosphere, bars, and historical places, such as the Castro Theater. Golden Gate Park, a huge park with museums, gardens, and lakes. Here are the California Academy of Sciences, and Japanese Tea Garden. Bay Bridge Bridge, a less famous, but no less impressive bridge connecting San Francisco with Oakland. In the evening, the bridge is highlighted by thousands of lights. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from September to November, when the weather is warm and there are fewer tourists. In the summer, June, August, it can be cool and vague, especially at the Golden Gate. Use public transport, as parking in the city can be complex and expensive. Interesting facts. San Francisco was founded in 1776 by Spanish colonists. The city survived the destructive earthquake in 1906, which destroyed most of the city. San Francisco is the center of the technological industry. The headquarters of companies such as Twitter, Uber, and Airbnb are located here. Washington, D.C. Washington is the capital of the United States, a city rich in history, politics, and culture. Here are the famous monuments, museums, and government buildings that make it a unique place to visit. The main points for visiting: National Alley, National Mall, the central part of the city where many famous attractions are located. Washington Monument, an obelisk of 169 meters high, dedicated to the first president of the United States. Lincoln Memorial, majestic monument to Abraham Lincoln with its famous statue. Vietnam Veterans Memorial, a memorial wall with the names of those who died in the Vietnamese War. Capitol, United States Capitol, the building of the U.S. Congress, where you can visit a tour and learn about the work of the legislative power. White House, the official residence of the U.S. President. Excursions inside are possible, but require a preliminary record through a congressman. Smithsonian Museums, free museums located along the National Alley. National Air and Space Museum. Here you can see the Wright brothers and spaceships here. National Museum of Natural History, the famous hall with dinosaurs and Diamond Hope. National Museum of African American History and Culture, one of the newest and most popular museums. Library of Congress, the largest library in the world with unique collections of books and manuscripts. Arlington National Cemetery, the burial place of the military and famous personalities, such as President John F. Kennedy. Georgetown, historical area with brick houses, boutiques, and restaurants. There is also a Georgetown University. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is spring, April, May, and autumn, September, October, when the weather is comfortable and the city is decorated with flowering sakuras. In the summer, June, August, it can be hot and humid. Use the metro, to easily move around the city. Interesting facts. Washington was founded in 1791 as the capital of the United States. The city is named after the first U.S. President George Washington. The National Alley is one of the most visited tourist places in the world. National Park Glacier, Montana. Glacier National Park, located in Montana on the border with Canada, is a real pearl of the Rocky Mountains. The park is famous for its glaciers, crystal pure lakes, alpine meadows, and rich wild nature. The main points for visiting: the road Going to the Sun Road, one of the most picturesque roads in the world, stretching 80 kilometers through the park. It passes through the Logan Pass and offers amazing views of mountains, glaciers, and valleys. Glaciers. Although many glaciers of the park are reduced due to climate change, such glaciers as Grinnell Glacier and Jackson Glacier are still impressive. Lakes. Lake McDonald, the largest lake in the park with crystal clean water and picturesque landscapes. Lake St. Mary Lake, the second largest lake, surrounded by mountains and forests. Foot routes. Highline Trail. Highline Trail, one of the most popular routes, starting at Logan Pass and passing through the Alpine Meadows. The path to the Grinnell Glacier Trail Glacier, a route with a view of the glacier and Lake Grinnell. Wildlife. In the park, grizzly bears, black bears, moose, mountain goats, and many other species live in the park. Waterfalls. Virginia Falls. Virginia Falls, a beautiful waterfall, which can be reached along the path. Swiftcant Falls Waterfall, easily accessible waterfall near Mini Glacier Hotel. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from June to September, when roads and paths are open. In winter, October-May, most of the park is closed due to snow. Take warm clothes with you, as the weather in the mountains can change quickly. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1910 and is part of the Waterton Glacier International Peace Park, included in the UNESCO World Heritage List. The park has more than 700 lakes and 25 active glaciers. There are more than 1,100 kilometers of pedestrian paths. Seattle and Washington. Seattle is the largest city in the northwest of the United States, located between the Gulf of Puget Sound and Lake Washington. He is known for his innovative economy, rich cultural life, and amazing natural landscapes. The main points for visiting. Space Needle, the symbol of Seattle, built for the 1962 World Exhibition. On the observation deck, a panoramic view of the city and the surrounding mountains opens. Pike Place Market, one of the oldest farm markets in the United States, where you can buy fresh products, seafood, and souvenirs. Here is the first Starbucks store. Museum of Pop Culture, MAPOP, museum dedicated to music, cinema, and video. Here you can see exhibits associated with Jimi Hendrix, Nirvana, and other legends. Chihuly Garden and Glass, Museum and Garden, where the works of the famous glass baby Dale Chihuly are presented. Seattle Embankment, Seattle Waterfront, place with restaurants, shops, and attractions such as the Wheel of the Seattle Great Wheel. Museum of Aviation, Museum of Flight, one of the largest aviation museums in the world, where you can see planes from the first models to spacecraft. Olympic Sculpture Park, a park with modern sculptures, located on the shores of the bay. Ozero Union, Lockheed Union, the perfect place for kayaking and boat walks. Here is also the Museum of the History of Labor and Industry, Museum of History and Industry, Mahai. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from June to September, when the weather is warm and dry. In winter, December-February, it can be rainy and cool, but this is the best time to visit museums and cafes. Use public transport, as parking in the city center can be expensive. Interesting facts. Seattle is called an Emerald City due to the abundance of greenery and forests. Here are the headquarters of companies such as Microsoft, Amazon, and Boeing. Seattle is the birthplace of grunge music, and groups such as Nirvana and Pearl Jam began their career here. Boston, Massachusetts. Boston is one of the oldest cities in the United States, known for its rich history, prestigious universities, and a unique atmosphere. This city combines a colonial past and modern culture. The main points for visiting. Freedom Trail, a pedestrian route 4 kilometers long, which passes through 16 historical places related to the American Revolution. Boston Massacre Site, a place where one of the key events that led to the Revolution occurred. House of Paul Revere House, the oldest house in Boston, belonging to the hero of the Revolution. Old North Church, the place where the lanterns were lit, warning of the approach of the British troops. Fenway Park, the legendary baseball stadium, the house of the Boston Red Sox team. A tour of the stadium must-do for fans of sports. Harvard University, one of the most prestigious universities in the world, located in neighboring Cambridge. Here you can walk around the campus and visit the Harvard Art Museums. Boston Public Garden, a beautiful park with a lake where you can ride on swans lodges. Museum of the Fine Arts, one of the largest art museums in the United States with a collection, including works from ancient art to modernity. Beacon Hill Quarter, historical area with paved streets, gas lamps, and brick houses. New English Aquarium with a huge ocean reservoir where you can see sharks, turtles, and tropical fish. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from April to October, when the weather is comfortable and the city comes to life thanks to festivals and events. In winter, December-February, it can be cold and snowy, but this is a great time to visit museums and cafes. Use public transport, MBTA, to easily move around the city. Interesting facts. Boston was founded in 1630 and is one of the oldest cities in the United States. Key events of the American Revolution, such as Boston Tea Party, took place here. Boston is a house for more than 100 colleges and universities, including MIT and Harvard. National Park Zion, Utah. Zion National Park is one of the most impressive places in the southwest of the United States, known for its monumental canyons, rocky formations, and a variety of foot routes. The park is located in the state of Utah and is a real paradise for lovers of nature and outdoor activities. The main points for visiting. Canyon Zion, Zion Canyon. The main attraction of the park, surrounded by high cliffs of red sandstone. Virgin River. Virgin River, it flows through the canyon, creating picturesque landscapes. Angel's Landing. Angel's Landing. One of the most famous and extreme routes in the park. The rise to the top requires good physical preparation, but the view from a height of 454 meters costs effort. The Narrows, a unique route passing along the Virgin River between the high walls of the canyon. For this trip, special equipment will be required, such as waterproof shoes and sticks. Overlook Trail, Canyon Observation Deck. A light route leading to a stunning look at the Canyon Zion. Emerald Pools. Emerald Pools. A series of waterfalls and pools surrounded by herbs. The route is available for tourists with different levels of training. The Rock of the Great White Throne. One of the most recognizable rocks in the park, popular among photographers. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is spring, April, May, and autumn, September, October, when the weather is comfortable and the crowds of tourists are less. In the summer, June, August, it can be very hot, especially in the canyons. Take enough water, sunscreen, and comfortable shoes for hiking. Interesting facts. Zion Park was founded in 1919 and occupies an area of more than 590 square kilometers. The name Zion comes from the biblical term meaning shelter. More than 290 species of birds, 75 species of mammals, and 32 species of reptiles live in the park. Orlando, Florida. Orlando is a world capital of entertainment, known for its thematic parks, sunny weather, and family vacations. This city in Central Florida offers endless opportunities for fun and adventure. The main points for visiting. Disney World, Walt Disney World Resort, the world's largest theme park, including 4 parks. Magic Kingdom Classic Park with Cinderella and attractions. Epcot, a park dedicated to technologies and cultures of the world. Hollywood Studios, a park with cinema and show theme. Animal Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, a park with animals and attractions such as Avatar. The resort also includes water parks, hotels, and Disney Springs Zone with restaurants and shops. Universal Orlando Resort. 2 thematic parks. Universal Studios Florida, park with attractions based on films and television shows. Islands of Adventure, a park with thematic zones, such as Harry Potter and Marvel. The Volcano Bay Water Park and the City Walk Zone with restaurants and entertainment. Sea Orlando, a park with marine animals, shows and attractions, such as Mant and Kraken. International Drive, the main tourist street with restaurants, shops, and entertainment, such as Icon Park, where the Wheel Ferris wheel is located. Kennedy Space Center, located an hour from Orlando. Here you can find out about NASA space missions and sea rockets. Aquaint, Aquatica, water park with slides and beaches. Typhoon Lagoon Disney water park with an artificial wave. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from January to April and from September to November, when the weather is comfortable and the lines in the parks are shorter. In the summer, June, August, it can be hot and humid, as well as more tourists. Plan a visit to the parks in advance, booking tickets and FastPass if available. Interesting facts. More than 75 million tourists visit Orlando annually. Disney World occupies an area of more than 100 square kilometers, which makes it the size of San Francisco. Orlando has more than 450 hotels and 5,000 restaurants. ARCCH National Park, Utah. The ARCCH National Park, located in the state of Utah, is a unique place known for its natural stone arches, rock formations, and amazing landscapes. The park is a real geological miracle and attracts tourists from around the world. The main points for visiting: Delicate Arch, the most famous arch in the park and a symbol of Utah. The rise to the arch takes about 1.5 hours, but the view on sunset costs effort. Park Avenue, a picturesque trail passing between high cliffs resembling skyscrapers. Double Arch, two arches connected together create a unique sight. This is one of the most easily accessible arches in the park. Archy, windows section, the area with several famous arches, including the northern and southern windows, north window and south window. Balanced Rock, a huge stone that seems to be balancing on a thin basis. The Path of the Devil's Garden Trail, the route leading to several arches, including Landscape Arch, one of the longest arches in the world. Canyonlands Observation, Canyonlands Overlook. From here, it opens a view of the neighboring National Canyonlands Park. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is spring, April, May, and autumn, September, October, when the weather is comfortable. In the summer, June, August, it can be very hot, especially in the daytime. Take enough water, sunscreen, and comfortable shoes for hiking. Interesting facts. The park has more than 2,000 natural arches, but their number is constantly changing due to erosion. The ARCCH Park was founded in 1929 and occupies an area of more than 310 square kilometers. The longest arch in the park is the Landscape Arch, the length of which is 93 meters. San Diego, California. San Diego is a sunny city in Southern California, known for its beaches, parks, zoos, and a rich cultural life. This is an ideal place for family holidays and lovers. The main points for visiting: San Diego Zoo, one of the largest and most famous zoos in the world, where more than 3,500 animals live. There is also Safari Zoo Safari Park in the suburbs of Escondido. Balboa Park, the cultural center of the city with museums, gardens, and theaters. Here are the Human Museum, Museum of Man, the San Diego Museum of Art, and the Botanical Building. San Diego Beaches. La Jolla, an elite area with picturesque beaches, caves, and the opportunity to see sea lions. Coronado Beach with white sand and view of the Del Coronado Hotel. Pacific Beach, a popular place for surfing and rest. San Diego Maritime Museum, museum with a collection of historical ships, including Svarusnik Star of India. Old Town San Diego, a historical area where you can find out about the early history of California and try Mexican cuisine. USS Midway Museum on an aircraft carrier where you can see planes and find out about the U.S. naval history. SIURLD San Diego, SeaWorld San Diego, a park with marine animals, shows, and attractions. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from March to May and from September to November, when the weather is comfortable and there are fewer tourists. In the summer, June, August, it may be hot, but this is the best time for a beach holiday. Use public transport or rent a car to easily move around the city. Interesting facts. San Diego was founded in 1769 and is the first European settlement in California. The city has more than 110 kilometers of beaches. San Diego is a home for the largest naval base of the United States. Rock Mountain National Park, Colorado. The Rock Mountain National Park, located in the state of Colorado, is a real paradise for lovers of mountains, alpine meadows, and wildlife. The park is famous for its high mountain landscapes, lakes, and variety of flora and fauna. The main points for visiting: Trail Ridge Road, the highest continuous road to the United States, reaching a height of 3,713 meters. It passes through alpine meadows and offers amazing views of the mountains. Bear Lake, Bear Lake, easily accessible lake, surrounded by forests and mountains. From here, many foot routes begin. Trail to Lake Trail, a popular route leading to a picturesque lake surrounded by rocks. Alpine Center, Alpine Visitor Center, the highest point for Trail Riho Road, where you can find out about the nature of the park and enjoy the views. Lake, Sprague Lake, an ideal place for a picnic and observation of wildlife. Wildlife, loose, deer, snow sheep, and many birds live in the park. Foot routes, the path to the Alberta Falls Trail Waterfall, a light route to a beautiful waterfall. The path to the Lake Sky Poland, Sky Pond Trail, a more complex route with a view of the mountains and lakes. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from June to September, when roads and paths are open. In winter, October-May, most of the park is closed due to snow, but skiing and snowmobiles are available. Take warm clothes with you, as the weather in the mountains can change quickly. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1915 and occupies an area of more than 1,000 square kilometers. There are more than 150 lakes and 450 kilometers of pedestrian paths. More than 60 species of mammals and 280 species of birds live in the park. Alaska, Denali, and glaciers. Alaska is a unique U.S. state, known for its wildlife, mountains, and glaciers. Denali National Park and glaciers are one of the most impressive attractions of this region. The main points for visiting: Denali National Park and Preserve. Mount Denali, the highest peak of North America, 6,190 meters. Wildlife. In the park, bears of grizzly, moose, caribou, and wolves live in the park. Bus excursions, the only way to explore most of the park, since personal cars are limited. Glaciers. Matanuska Glacier, one of the largest glaciers available for foot excursions. Exit Glacier, an easily accessible glacier near the city of Seward. Cruises by glaciers. Cruises are sent from the cities of Seward and Whiter, where you can see glaciers such as Hubbard Glacier and Ice Bay. Anchorage, the largest city of Alaska, where you can visit the Museum of History and Art, Anchorage Museum, and the zoo, Alaska Zoo. Fairbanks, the best place to observe the northern lights from September to April. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from May to September, when the weather is comfortable and roads and paths are open. In winter, October-April, you can enjoy winter sports and northern lights. Take warm clothes and equipment for outdoor activities. Interesting facts. Alaska was bought by the United States from Russia in 1867 for $7.2 million. Denali National Park occupies an area of more than 24,000 square kilometers. Alaska is a house for more than 100,000 glaciers. Everglades National Park, Florida. Everglades National Park, located in the south of Florida, is a unique ecosystem known for its swamps, mangroves, and diversity of wildlife. This is the only place in the world where alligators and crocodiles coexist in the wild. The main points for visiting: boat excursions, a popular way to explore swamps and see alligators, birds, and other animals. Foot routes: Anhinga Trail Path, a light route where you can see alligators, turtles, and birds. Gumbo Limbo Trail, a route through mangroves. Kayaking and canoe, the ideal way to explore the water paths of the park and see the wild nature close. Cruises for the Bay, Florida Bay, the opportunity to see dolphins, sea turtles, and birds. Center for visitors to Ernest F. Coe Visitor Center, the main information center of the park, where you can find out about its history and ecosystem. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from December to March, when the weather is dry and comfortable. In the summer, June, September, it can be hot, humid, and many mosquitoes. Take water with you, sunscreen, and repellent. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1947 and occupies an area of more than 6,100 square kilometers. Everglades is an object of the UNESCO World Heritage. More than 360 species of birds, 60 species of reptiles, and 40 species of mammals live here. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Philadelphia is one of the oldest cities in the United States, known for its rich history, culture, and culinary traditions. This is the place where the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution was signed. The main points for visiting: Independency Hall, the place where the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution was signed. Liberty Bell, symbol of American independence, located in the city center. Philadelphia Museum of Art, Museum of Arts, one of the largest art museums in the United States, known for its steps, which became famous thanks to the film Rocky. Old City District, historical area with paved streets, galleries, and restaurants. Reading Terminal Market, covered market with a variety of food, including the famous Philadelphia sandwiches, cheesesteak. Philadelphia Zoo, one of the oldest zoos in the USA. Eastern State Prison, Eastern State Penitentiary, a historical prison where you can learn about the life of prisoners, including Al Capone. Tips for visiting: the best time to visit is spring, April, May, and autumn, September, October, when the weather is comfortable. In the summer, June, August, it can be hot and humid. Use public transport to easily move around the city. Interesting facts: Philadelphia was the first capital of the United States. The city is known for its murals, frescoes, of which there are more than 4,000. Philadelphia is the birthplace of the first university in the United States, University of Pennsylvania. National Park: Brothers Canyon, Utah. The Brothers Canyon National Park, located in the state of Utah, is a unique place known for its geological formations called hoodoos. These stone pillars create amazing landscapes, especially at dawn and sunset. The main points for visiting: Amphitheatre Bryce Amphitheater, the main attraction of the park, where the majority is concentrated. Overput sites: Sunrise Point, Sunset Point, Inspiration Point, and Bryce Point offer exciting types. Queen Garden Trail, one of the most popular routes leading through fen and canyons. The Path of Navajo Loop Trail, the route passing through the canyons and the famous Wall Street. Rim Trail, the route along the edge of the canyon, offering panoramic species. Rainbow Point Viewing Platform, the highest point of the park from where the view of the entire canyon opens. Tips for visiting: the best time to visit is from May to September, when the weather is comfortable and roads and paths are open. In winter, December, February, the park is covered with snow, which creates unique landscapes, but requires special equipment. Take water with you, sunscreen, and comfortable shoes for hiking. Interesting facts: the park was founded in 1928 and occupies an area of more than 145 square kilometers. Widespread are formed due to limestone erosion caused by freezing and melting of water. More than 100 species of birds and 59 species of mammals live in the park. San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio is a city with a rich history and culture, located in South Texas. He is known for his historical attractions, a picturesque embankment, and a unique atmosphere. The main points for visiting: Alamo, the historical mission where the famous battle for the independence of Texas took place. River Walk Embankment, a pedestrian area along the San Antonio River with restaurants, shops, and boat excursions. Tower of America, Tower of the Americas, a viewing platform with a height of 229 meters from where the view of the city opens. Mission San Antonio Missions, for historical missions included in the UNESCO World Heritage List. Zoo San Antonio Zoo, one of the largest zoos in the USA. San Antonio SeaWorld, a park with marine animals, shows, and attractions. Tips for visiting: the best time to visit is from March to May and from September to November, when the weather is comfortable. In the summer, June, August, it can be hot and humid. Use public transport or rent a car to easily move around the city. Interesting facts: San Antonio was founded in 1718 and is the oldest city in Texas. The River Uinta Embankment is one of the most popular tourist attractions in the United States. The city is known for its festivals, including Festa San Antonio. National Park: Great Smoky Mountains, Tennessee/North Carolina. The National Great Smoke Mountain Park, located on the border of the states of Tennessee and North Carolina, is the most visited national park in the United States. He is known for his mountains, forests, waterfalls, and a rich history. The main points for visiting: Clingman's Dome, the highest point in the park, 25 meters, from where the panoramic view of the mountains opens. Cades Cove, valley with historical buildings, such as churches and houses of the first settlers. Abrams Falls Trail, route to a picturesque waterfall. Rainbow Falls Trail, the route to the waterfall, where on sunny days you can see a rainbow. Roan Mountain, known for its rhododendron gardens, which bloom in June. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from April to October, when the weather is comfortable and roads and paths are open. In winter, December-February, it can be snowy, but this is a great time for winter walks. Take water with you, sunscreen, and comfortable shoes for hiking. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1934 and occupies an area of more than 2,100 square kilometers. More than 1,600 species of plants, 200 species of birds, and 65 species of mammals live here. The park is an object of the UNESCO World Heritage. Mount Rainier National Park, Washington. The Mount Rainier National Park, located in Washington, is a house for the volcano of the same name covered with glaciers. The park offers amazing landscapes, alpine meadows, and a variety of foot routes. The main points for visiting: Mount Rainier Forest, active stratovolcan 4,392 meters high, covered with 26 glaciers. Paradise, the most popular area of the park with alpine meadows and paths, such as Skyline Trail. Sunrise, the highest point available by car, overlooking the mountain and glaciers. Cropado Christine Falls Trail, a light route to a picturesque waterfall. The path to Lake Reflection Lakes Trail, the route to the lake, which reflects Mount Rainier. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from July to September, when roads and paths are open. In winter, October-May, most of the park is closed, but skiing and snowmobiles are available. Take warm clothes with you, as the weather in the mountains can change quickly. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1899 and occupies an area of more than 950 square kilometers. Mount Rainier is the highest point in Washington. More than 65 species of mammals and 280 species of birds live here. Joshua Tree National Park, California. Joshua Tree National Park, located in South California, is a unique place known for its desert landscapes, rocky formations, and Joshua trees. The park is popular among climbers, tourists, and nature lovers. The main points for visiting: Joshua trees, unique trees that gave the name the park. Roque Formation, Hidden Valley Scalents, a popular place for climbing and walking. Rock Barker Dam, historical dam and a route for hiking. Rhine Mountain Trail, the route to the top of the mountain from where the panoramic view of the park opens. Cholla Cactus Garden, a light route through the cactus Cholla cacti. Keys View Observation Deck, view of the Coachella Valley, and Mount San Gorgonio Mountain. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from October to May, when the weather is comfortable. In the summer, June-September, it can be very hot, especially in the daytime. Take enough water, sunscreen, and comfortable shoes for hiking. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1994 and occupies an area of more than 3,200 square kilometers. Joshua trees are a symbol of the Mojave Desert. More than 250 species of birds and 52 species of mammals live here. Acadia National Park, Acadia National Park, located on the island of Mount Desert in Maine, is the only national park in the northeast of the United States. He is known for his rocky shores, forests, lakes, and mountain landscapes. The main points for visiting: Cadillac Mountain, the highest point on the east coast of the United States, for where you can see the first dawn in the country. Park Loop Road, a picturesque road passing through the main attractions of the park. Beechcroft Trail, route to the top of the mountain overlooking the ocean. Lake Jordan Pond, a picturesque lake surrounded by mountains. Here is also the restaurant Jordan Pond House, known for its pods cakes. The Path of Ocean Path Trail, the route along the rocky shore with a view of the ocean. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from May to October, when the weather is comfortable and the roads and paths are open. In winter, December, February, most of the park is closed, but winter walks are available. Take warm clothes with you, as the weather can change quickly. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1919 and occupies an area of more than 190 square kilometers. More than 330 species of birds and 40 species of mammals live here. Acadia Park is an object of the UNESCO World Heritage. National Park Carlsbad Caves, New Mexico. The National Park of the Carlsbad Caves, located in the state of New Mexico, is a unique place known for its underground caves and stalactite formations. The park offers exciting excursions and the opportunity to see bat. The main points for visiting. Carlsbad Cave, Carlsbad Cavern. The main cave of the park, where you can see a large room, big room, is one of the largest underground cameras in the world. Cave tours. King's Palace. King's Palace, a few halls with beautiful formations. Bat mice. In the evening, you can observe how thousands of bats fly out of the cave. The path to the Slore Canyon Cave, Slore Canyon Cave Trail. The route to a less visited cave with beautiful formations. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from March to October, when the weather is comfortable. In the summer, June, August, it can be hot, but in the caves it is always cool. Take comfortable shoes and a flashlight with you for excursions in caves. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1930 and occupies an area of more than 190 square kilometers. Carlsbad Cave is one of the deepest caves in the United States. More than 17 types of bats live here. Big Bend National Park, Texas. The Big Bend National Park, located in the southwest of Texas, is one of the most remote and poorly studied places in the United States. The park is known for its desert landscapes, canyons, and a variety of flora and fauna. The main points for visiting. Canyon Santa Elena Canyon. A picturesque canyon with high walls through which the Rio Grande River flows. Lost Mine Trail. Route to the top of the mountain overlooking the park. Grace Lynn Trail. The route through the desert overlooking the mountains. Hot Springs Trail. Route to historical hot sources. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from October to April, when the weather is comfortable. In the summer, June, August, it can be very hot, especially in the daytime. Take enough water, sunscreen, and comfortable shoes for hiking. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1944 and occupies an area of more than 3,200 square kilometers. More than 1,200 species of plants, 450 species of birds, and 75 species of mammals live here. Big Bend Park is an object of the UNESCO World Heritage. Shenandoah National Park, Virginia. Shenandoah National Park, located in the Blue Ridge Mountains in Virginia, is a picturesque place known for its forests, waterfalls, and panoramic views. The park offers many foot routes and the opportunity to enjoy nature. The main points for visiting. Skyline Drive, a picturesque road stretching 169 kilometers through the park. Old Rag Mountain Trail, one of the most popular and complex routes in the park leading to the top of the mountain. The path to the Dark Hollow Falls Trail, a light route to a picturesque waterfall. Hawksbill Mountain Trail, the route to the highest point in the park overlooking the Shenandoah Valley. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from April to October, when the weather is comfortable and roads and paths are open. In winter, December, February, it can be snowy, but this is a great time for winter walks. Take water with you, sunscreen, and comfortable shoes for hiking. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1935 and occupies an area of more than 800 square kilometers. More than 200 species of birds and 50 species of mammals live here. Shenandoah Park is part of the Appalachian Path Appalachian Trail. National Park Mesa Verde, Colorado. The National Park Mesa Verde, located in the southwestern part of Colorado, is a unique place known for its ancient rocky dwellings built by the Indians Anasazi. The park offers the opportunity to learn about the culture and history of indigenous peoples. The main points for visiting: rocky dwellings, Cliff Palace. Cliff Palace, the largest rocky dwelling in the park. Balcony House, a dwelling with stairs and tunnels. Long House, the second largest dwelling in the park. Chapin Mesa Archaeological Museum. Museum with exhibits telling about the life of the Anasazi Indians. Petroglyph Point Trail, trail path. Route to a rock with ancient petroglyphs. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from May to September, when tours of rocky dwellings are held. In winter, December-February, most of the park is closed, but winter walks are available. Take water with you, sunscreen, and comfortable shoes for hiking. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1906 and occupies an area of more than 210 square kilometers. Rock dwellings were built by the Anasazi Indians between 600 and 1300 AD. Mesa Verde Park is an object of the UNESCO World Heritage. Kings Canyon National Park, California. Kings Canyon National Park, located in the Sierra Nevada mountains in California, is a place with amazing canyons, forests, and mountain landscapes. The park is often combined with a neighboring national park, as they are nearby and have a similar nature. The main points for visiting: Canyon Kings River Canyon, one of the deepest canyons in the United States with picturesque views, and the Kings River. Grant Grove, Great Grove, the grove of giant sequoias, including the tree of General Grant tree, which is the second largest tree in the world. Topocatépetl Mist Falls Trail, route to a picturesque waterfall through forests and meadows. Trail to Lake Loop, Ray Loop, a multi-day route through mountains and lakes, popular among tourists. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from June to September, when roads and paths are open. In winter, December-February, most of the park is closed due to snow, but winter walks are available. Take warm clothes with you, as the weather in the mountains can change quickly. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1940 and occupies an area of more than 1,900 square kilometers. More than 200 species of birds and 60 species of mammals live here. Kings Canyon Park is part of the UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. National Park Olympic, Washington. Olympic National Park, located on the Olympic Peninsula in Washington, is a unique place where you can find tropical forests, mountains, beaches, and alpine meadows. The park offers a variety of natural landscapes and activities. The main points for visiting: Hoh Rainforest, one of the few tropical forests in the United States where you can see huge trees covered with moss. Mount Olympus, the highest point of the park, 2,428 meters, covered with glaciers. Ruby Beach, a picturesque beach with rocky formations and drifting logs. The trail to Lake Crescent Lake Trail, route to a picturesque lake surrounded by mountains. The path to the Sol Duc Falls Trail waterfall, a light route to a beautiful waterfall. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from June to September, when the weather is comfortable and the roads and paths are open. In winter, December-February, most of the park is closed, but winter walks are available. Take warm clothes and raincoat with you, as the weather can change quickly. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1938 and occupies an area of more than 3,700 square kilometers. More than 300 species of birds and 56 species of mammals live here. Olympic Park is an object of the UNESCO World Heritage. Canyonlands National Park, Utah. Canyonlands National Park, located in Utah, is a place with amazing canyons, a plateau, and river valleys. The park is divided into 4 districts, each of which offers unique landscapes and opportunities for outdoor activities. The main points for visiting: Island in the Sky, Island in the Sky, the most affordable area of the park with panoramic views of canyons. Grand View Point View Viewing Platform, view of canyons and River Colorado. Mesa Arch Trail, a light route to the arch with a view of the canyons. Needles, the Needles, the area with unique rock formations resembling needles. The Hamer Park Path, Chesler Park Trail, a route through rock formations and meadows. Maze the Maze, the most remote and inaccessible area of the park, popular among experienced tourists. Colorado and Green River, Colorado River and Green River. The opportunity for alloys on kayaks and boats. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from April to May and from September to October when the weather is comfortable. In the summer, June, August, it can be very hot, especially in the daytime. Take enough water, sunscreen, and comfortable shoes for hiking. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1964 and occupies an area of more than 1,300 square kilometers. More than 200 species of birds and 50 species of mammals live here. Canyonlands Park is part of the Big Five region, Big Five, of Utah National Parks. National Park Petrified Forest, Arizona. The National Park of Petrified Forest, located in Arizona, is a unique place known for its fossilized trees and colorful desert landscapes. The park offers the opportunity to learn about the ancient history of the Earth. The main points for visiting: Petrified Forest, huge fossilized trees trunks, whose age is more than 200 million years. Pupantida, Painted People, the ruins of the ancient settlement of the Anasazi Indians. Jasper Forest Trail Path, route through fossilized trees and desert landscapes. Blue Mesa Trail, route through multi-colored hills and canyons. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from March to May and from September to November when the weather is comfortable. In the summer, June, August, it can be very hot, especially in the daytime. Take water with you, sunscreen, and comfortable shoes for hiking. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1962 and occupies an area of more than 890 square kilometers. Fasted trees were formed as a result of volcanic activity and erosion. The Petrified Forest Park is an object of the UNESCO World Heritage. National Park Volcanoes, Hawaii. The National Park of Volcanoes, located on the island of Hawaii, is a unique place where you can see active volcanoes, lava fields, and tropical forests. The park offers the opportunity to learn about volcanic activity and the nature of Hawaii. The main points for visiting: Kilauea, one of the most active volcanoes in the world where you can see lava flows and craters. Mauna Loa, the largest volcano on Earth in volume. Crater Rim Trail, the route around the Kilauea crater overlooking lava fields. Path to Lava Tubes, Thurston Lava Tube Trail, light route through lava tubes. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is all year round, but volcanoes may change. Take warm clothes with you, as it can be cool at the height. Follow the instructions of the rangers, since volcanic activity can be dangerous. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1916 and occupies an area of more than 1,300 square kilometers. Kilauea has been erupting almost continuously since 1983. Volcanoes Park is an object of the UNESCO World Heritage. National Park of Death Valley, California/Nevada. The National Park of the Death Valley, located on the border of California and Nevada, is the hottest, dry, and low place in North America. The park is known for its extreme conditions and unique landscapes. The main points for visiting: Badwater Basin, the lowest point in North America, 86 meters below sea level. Zabriskie Point, walking area with a view of multi-colored hills. Dunes Mesquite Flat Sand Dunes. Sand dunes, popular among photographers. Artist's Palette, multi-colored hills created by mineral deposits. Golden Canyon Trail, the route through the canyon overlooking Red Cliffs. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from October to April when the weather is comfortable. In the summer, June, August, it can be very hot with temperatures above 50 degrees Celsius. Take enough water, sunscreen, and comfortable shoes for hiking. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1994 and occupies an area of more than 13,600 square kilometers. The Death Valley is the hottest place on Earth, where a temperature of 56.7 degrees Celsius was recorded. More than 300 species of birds and 51 species of mammals live here. National Park Redwood, California. Redwood National Park, located on the northern coast of California, is a place where the highest trees in the world grow. The park is known for its ancient forests, beaches, and a variety of wildlife. The main points for visiting: Red Trees Groves, Redwood Groves, Grove Tall Trees Grove, Grove with one of the highest trees in the world, Grove of Lady Bird Johnson Grove, an easily accessible grove with paths. Beaches: Gold Blance Beach, beach with a view of the forest and ocean. Fern Canyon, canyon covered with ferns. James Irvine Trail, route through forests and meadows. Trail to Lake Emerson, a light route to the picturesque lake. Tips for visiting: the best time to visit is from May to September, when the weather is comfortable and roads and paths are open. In winter, December, February, it can be rainy, but this is a great time for walking through the forests. Take warm clothes and raincoat with you, as the weather can change quickly. Interesting facts: the park was founded in 1968 and occupies an area of more than 530 square kilometers. Red trees can reach a height of more than 110 meters and live more than 2,000 years. Park Redwood is an object of the UNESCO World Heritage. Saguaro National Park, Arizona. Saguaro National Park, located in Arizona, is a place where you can see the gigantic cacti of saguaro, a symbol of the American West. The park offers unique desert landscapes and the opportunity to learn about the flora and fauna of the Sonar Desert. The main points for visiting: Cacti Saguaro, giant cacti that can reach a height of more than 12 meters and live for more than 150 years. Signal Hill Trail, the route to the petroglyphs created by the ancient Indians. King Canyon Trail, the route through the canyon overlooking the desert. Rhinocon Mountain Overlook Observation Deck, view of the mountains and desert. Tips for visiting: the best time to visit is from October to April, when the weather is comfortable. In the summer, June, August, it can be very hot, especially in the daytime. Take enough water, sunscreen, and comfortable shoes for hiking. Interesting facts: the park was founded in 1994 and occupies an area of more than 370 square kilometers. Saguaro cacti are a symbol of the American West and are depicted in many paintings and photographs. More than 200 species of birds and 50 species of mammals live here. Badlands National Park, South Dakota. The Badlands National Park, located in the state of South Dakota, is a place with unique geological formations, canyons, and meadows. The park offers amazing landscapes and the opportunity to see the wild. The main points for visiting: Géological Formation, multi-colored layers of rocks created by erosion. Notch Trail Path, the route through the canyons with a view of the valley. Tropodivier Door Trail, light route through rock formations. The Path to Lake Fossil Exhibit Trail, the route with information about ancient fossils. Tips for visiting: the best time to visit is from May to September, when the weather is comfortable and roads and paths are open. In winter, December, February, it can be snowy, but this is a great time for winter walks. Take water with you, sunscreen, and comfortable shoes for hiking. Interesting facts: the park was founded in 1978 and occupies an area of more than 980 square kilometers. More than 200 species of birds and 50 species of mammals, including bison and meadow dogs, live here. Badlands Park is part of the Big Five region, Big Five, of the National Parks of South Dakota. Wind Cave National Park, South Dakota. The Wind Cave National Park, located in South Dakota, is a unique place known for its caves and underground formations. The park offers cave tours and the opportunity to learn about the geology and history of the region. The main points for visiting: caves. Wind Cave, one of the longest and most complex caves in the world. Caves, various routes, including Garden of Eden Tour and Tour of the Natural Entrance Tour. Rankin Ridge Trail, route to the top of the hill overlooking the park. Trail to Lake Centennial Trail, route through forests and meadows. Tips for visiting: the best time to visit is from May to September, when cave excursions are held. In winter, December, February, most of the park is closed, but winter walks are available. Take comfortable shoes and a flashlight with you for excursions in caves. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1903 and occupies an area of more than 130 square kilometers. The Wind Cave is one of the longest caves in the world, with more than 240 kilometers of the explored passages. More than 200 species of birds and 50 species of mammals live here. National Park Theodore Roosevelt, North Dakota. National Park Theodore Roosevelt, located in the state of North Dakota, is a place where you can see the wild nature and landscapes that inspired President Theodore Roosevelt to create a system of national parks. The main points for visiting: Little Missouri Valley, Little Missouri River Valley, a picturesque valley with canyons and meadows. Ridgeline Trail, the route through the canyons with a view of the valley. The path to Lake Wind Canyon, Wine Canyon Trail, a light route to a picturesque canyon. The path to Lake Eklutna Lake Trail, route through forests and meadows. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from May to September, when the weather is comfortable and roads and paths are open. In winter, December, February, it can be snowy, but this is a great time for winter walks. Take water with you, sunscreen, and comfortable shoes for hiking. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1978 and occupies an area of more than 280 square kilometers. More than 200 species of birds and 50 species of mammals, including bison and meadow dogs, live here. Park Theodore Roosevelt is part of the Big Five region, Big Five, North Dakota National Parks. Great Bay National Park, Nevada. The Great Basin National Park, located in Nevada, is a place with unique mountain landscapes, glaciers, and ancient pines. The park offers the opportunity to enjoy nature and learn about the geology of the region. The main points for visiting: Mount Wheeler, Weller Peak. The highest point of the park, 3,982 meters, from where the panoramic appearance opens. Wheeler Glacier, Weller Peak Glacier, one of the most southern glaciers in the USA. The path to Lake Trail, route to the picturesque lake. Trail to Lake Trail, light route through forests and meadows. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from June to September, when roads and paths are open. In winter, December, February, most of the park is closed, but winter walks are available. Take warm clothes with you, as the weather in the mountains can change quickly. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1986 and occupies an area of more than 310 square kilometers. More than 200 species of birds and 50 species of mammals live here. Great Bay Park is part of the Big Five region, Big Five, National Nevada National Parks. Haleakala National Park, Hawaii. The National Park of the Kailikul, located on the island of Maui in Hawaii, is a place with unique volcanic landscapes, tropical forests, and waterfalls. The park offers the opportunity to enjoy nature and learn about the culture of Hawaii. The main points for visiting: Haleakala Crater, a huge crater that can be examined on foot or on a horse. Sliding Sands Trail, route through a crater overlooking volcanic landscapes. The path to the Waimoku Falls Trail waterfall. The route through the tropical forest to the picturesque waterfall. The path to the Ohio Gulch Trail Lake. Light route through forests and meadows. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is all year round, but volcanoes may change. Take warm clothes with you, as it can be cool at the height. Follow the instructions of the rangers, since volcanic activity can be dangerous. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1916 and occupies an area of more than 130 square kilometers. The Choli Crater is one of the largest volcanic craters in the world. The Haleakala Park is an object of the UNESCO World Heritage. Somari National Park, South Carolina. The National Park of Congaree, located in the state of South Carolina, is a place with unique swamps, forests, and rivers. The park offers the opportunity to enjoy nature and find out about the flora and fauna of the region. The main points for visiting: swamps, unique swamps with cypresses and aquatic plants. Boardwalk Trail Trope, route through swamps with a view of cypresses and aquatic plants. The path to the Lake River Trail, route through forests and meadows. The path to Lake Trail, light route through forests and meadows. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from March to May and from September to November, when the weather is comfortable. In the summer, June, August, it can be hot and humid. Take water with you, sunscreen, and comfortable shoes for hiking. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 2003 and occupies an area of more than 100 square kilometers. More than 200 species of birds and 50 species of mammals live here. Solari Park is part of the Big Five region, Big Five, of National Parks of South Carolina. National Park Ale Royal, Michigan. The Ale Royal National Park, located on the island in the Upper Lake in Michigan, is a place with unique forests, lakes, and wildlife. The park offers the opportunity to enjoy nature and find out about the flora and fauna of the region. The main points for visiting: lakes, Siskiwit Lake, the largest lake on the island. Ritchie Lake, a picturesque lake with a view of the forest. Greenstone Ridge Trail, the route through forests and meadows with a view of the upper lake. The Path to Lake Feltman Lake Trail, route through forests and meadows. The Path to Lake Chippewa Harbor Trail, light route through forests and meadows. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from June to September, when the weather is comfortable and the roads and paths are open. In winter, December, February, most of the park is closed, but winter walks are available. Take warm clothes with you, as the weather can change quickly. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1940 and occupies an area of more than 2,300 square kilometers. More than 200 species of birds and 50 species of mammals live here. Ale Royal Park is part of the Big Five region, Big Five, of Michigan National Parks. North Casts National Park, Washington. North Casts National Park, located in Washington, is a place with amazing mountain landscapes, glaciers, and alpine meadows. The park offers the opportunity to enjoy nature and find out about the flora and fauna of the region. The main points for visiting: Gora-Suksan, Mount Shuksan, one of the most beautiful mountains in the park, popular among photographers. Cascade Pass Trail Path, the route through the mountains overlooking glaciers and meadows. Trail to Lake Diablo, Diablo Lake Trail, route to a picturesque lake with turquoise water. Trail to Lake Trail, light route through forests and meadows. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from July to September, when roads and paths are open. In winter, December, February, most of the park is closed, but winter walks are available. Take warm clothes with you, as the weather in the mountains can change quickly. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1968 and occupies an area of more than 2,700 square kilometers. More than 200 species of birds and 50 species of mammals live here. North Cascades Park is part of the Big Five region, Big Five, of Washington National Parks. National Park Dry-Patugas, Florida. The Dry-Patugas National Park, located on the islands in the Gulf of Mexico and Florida, is a unique place with coral reefs, beaches, and the historical Fort Jefferson. The park offers the opportunity to enjoy nature and learn about the history of the region. The main points for visiting: Fort Jefferson, the historical fort built in the 19th century. Coral reefs, the opportunity for snorkeling and diving. Path to the Beach, Beach Trail, route through beaches overlooking the ocean. Trail to Long Key Trail Lake, light route through forests and meadows. Tips for visiting. The best time to visit is from December to April, when the weather is comfortable. In the summer, June, August, it can be hot and humid. Take water with you, sunscreen, and comfortable shoes for hiking. Interesting facts. The park was founded in 1992 and occupies an area of more than 260 square kilometers. More than 200 species of birds and 50 species of mammals live here. Park Dry-Patugas is part of the Big Five region, Big Five, of Florida National Parks. So our fascinating list of the 50 best places for visiting in the United States came to an end. Each of these places is unique and offers its own unique impressions, from majestic mountains and canyons to historical cities and tropical beaches. The United States is a country where everyone will find something for himself, whether it be nature, culture, history, or adventure. If you're planning a trip, I hope this list inspired you to new discoveries. And if you have questions, you need tips, or I want to know more about any of the places, do not be shy to ask. I'm always ready to help. Travel with pleasure, open new horizons, and enjoy every moment. Do not forget about the useful services that we indicate in the fixed comments. Subscribe to the channel, like it. Good rest for everyone.